Hello, everybody. Welcome to our live show. Today is Tuesday, November 11th. Thank you very much, Bob. Bob is here and joining us for our live show. First and foremost, I would like to say Happy Veterans Day to honor all the members of the military and armed services. So we want to say a heartfelt thank you to everybody that has served and that is currently serving in our military right now. So definitely huge shout out to you guys first and foremost. But we have a lot of Bob, if you want to jump into some of them, and then I can assist you with as well.
All right, well, first of all, we have our Thanksgiving coupon code for 23% off select items. And what's cool about this is that our coupon code can be used in conjunction with our flat rate shipping, which is going on until November 15th, which is very rare. I don't think we've ever done that before.
Yeah, so it's pretty crazy.
So that's pretty awesome. We also have our $1 million giveaway coming up where when you purchase stuff in airsoftgi.com that's not map priced, you're going to get a certain amount of tokens that you can use to choose a wide variety of free gifts. So like, you know, tactical gear, internal parts, accessories, guns themselves. So it's a pretty sweet deal. And honestly, we were playing with it earlier. It's really fun.
yeah, free stuff. Yay.
Yeah. We also have a sniper giveaway going on, which is extended through the holiday season. And with that, essentially with every order on airsoftgi.com or gitactical.com, you are going to actually get a special code that you can take into a secondary website and have a chance of winning something awesome and free, essentially. But what's really great about that is that if you split up the orders, you're going to have more coupon chance of winning. We also have a lot of awesome holiday packages. If I may suggest a few, there are a lot of holiday packages that you get, like, you know, a main gun, and then you get a shotgun with it for like a ridiculously low price. And shotguns are great for airsoft as both a play style. So check out all the holiday packages. I believe there's even a tab on our website for holiday packages or just packages. We also have our burst wizards, which are on our website. And I believe over 300 plus guns, and it gives you burst functionality, and it'll actually protect the longevity of your gun. It actually has a variety of features to prevent certain problems that would normally happen, electrical and mechanical. So that's a pretty awesome deal, and you'll get it for 50% off if you buy it with your gun. When you're buying a gun, just add that burst wizard on there, and it's going to be $20. We also have, let's see, pre-holiday sale. So if you go to our website, on the left side, you'll see a banner that says 10% off on thousands of products, and essentially if you click on that banner, you're going to see all those products are already marked down 10% on codes to save up to 30% off, which is a pretty ridiculous deal. And then we also have something coming up on the East Coast, this new field near GI Tactical in Chesterfield, Virginia, called Splat Brothers. It really wants to open up their field to the airsoft. While Daniel and Max were out at our East Coast location filming, I had the chance to go by there and check it out, and oh my gosh, it is awesome. There's like trench networks, there's fortresses. I mean, there's such a wide variety of fields there that I cannot wait for the airsoft community on the East Coast to check out this darn field. You can even check out their drone footage online, but you know, they're just getting into airsoft, so they've got a free day to play coming up, I believe, this Sunday.
And actually what we're doing, if you guys are on the East Coast, great weekend for you guys, for the airsofters out there, that on Saturday we're going to be having a gear up sale at the GI Tactical location, which is going to be 23% off in the store. So come in on Saturday, hang out with us. I'm going to be there personally on Saturday. I'll be flying out later this week. So we can hang out Saturday at the store, maybe play a little bit of Xbox. I heard the new Call of Duty just came out. Haven't played it yet. And then the next day, we're going to go over to Splat Brothers, and you can play 100% for free. So that's what I'm really stoked about. So we have a ticket if you guys want to get a GI patch for $1. So that way you guys can also pre-reg and we get an idea of how many people are coming down. But if you guys are on the East Coast, there's no reason you guys should not be hanging out with us this weekend. Come to the store and just get some BBs, green gas, or maybe pick up that gun or plate carrier you guys have been looking at, and then come play airsoft literally for free. The field is in Hopewell, Virginia, and I believe it's going to be about 30 minutes away from the GI Tactical location, correct?
Yeah, it's about 30 minutes, yeah, but it's a very pretty drive, which is nice.
Yeah, so I'm super excited for that just because I've seen pictures, I've seen videos, and the way you describe it, I was just like, oh my gosh, I wish it could have gone. So, well, I guess I'm going this weekend.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what to expect when I got there, and then I saw it, and the guy was talking, I was like, yeah, I really hope the airsoft community likes it. I was like, I'm here, and I love it, so yeah. It's great. I can't wait to play there. So that should be awesome. I saw a really quick question about what plate carrier I'm wearing. This is actually a Spectre modular plate carrier. It's incredibly solid and well built, and it's got a lifetime warranty. So wholeheartedly suggest checking out the Spectre modular plate carrier.
And the last thing, this is actually last minute that we just set up that I want to mention to you guys. On Black Friday, which is happening in a few weeks, we are going to be doing the Black Friday stocking stuffer patch package. Thursday at midnight, Thanksgiving at midnight, and then leading into Friday. And the reason why I mention it is because it's going to be the biggest and the best patch package that we've ever done. So the way it works, if you guys are familiar with our mystery boxes, you buy the mystery box and you're not too sure what you're going to get, but you're always guaranteed to get equal what you pay for. A lot of times, a lot more than what you pay for. In this patch package, the patch package is only $5, like they've always been, but the grand prize is $1,000 Airsoft GI card. That's one of the grand prizes. Some of the other great prizes is a $500 Airsoft GI gift card. There's $100 gift cards, $75 gift cards, and go ahead, Bob.
ASG CZ Scorpion Evo
For $5.
Dope.
Yeah.
There's also a couple Crytek guns in this, an M&P9, which I really like, Leaf Force 1911, CO2 pistol. I mean, there's just a lot of really cool stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just looking at it all. Wow.
So imagine getting a $1,000 gift card for $5. So this is happening once again Thanksgiving at midnight. First come, first serve. So we just put this up on our website. So if you guys want one of these, remember $5. If not, you're going to get a patch for sure, which is a great stocking stuffer. And hey, who doesn't love patches? Patches are amazing. So yeah, that's something that's really cool. Holiday seasons are right around the corner, so we have amazing specials and promotions going on right now. 23% off with flat rate shipping. That's an insane savings. One of the best deals we've done to date right now. So yeah, that's definitely really awesome. But I think that's all the pro.
Absolutely.
But yeah, you want to talk about Fort Ord and how that went this weekend?
Yes. So we had a really fun time. For me, it's the first time playing at Fort Ord in Marina, California. If you guys didn't know, Airsoft GI threw an event there called the Fort Ord Firefight, where over 250 players were present for some awesome airsoft action at this field. Daniel's out there rocking a sniper rifle. I was out there rocking an E&L AK. In fact, let me just pull that out.
Yep. So first, I'd like to give a big shout out to Productions. They're the organization that puts out the events at the Fort Ord Field, and also Jag Precision and Recoil Dynamics. Jag Precision was the sponsor of this event, and so they actually came out with Echo, the Echo One. Ryan from Echo One and a bunch of the other Jag Precision guys came out. So big shout out for you guys for helping us make the event really, really good, and providing all the raffle prizes. We actually put up a video of one of the gentlemen that won one of the raffle prizes on our Facebook page. And he was just so excited to win a prize because he was telling us a few minutes before the raffle that he wanted to win one because he only had a pistol. That was the only gun he had. And he won an M4, and he was just super ecstatic. But back to the guns we were using the new Echo One PSR sniper rifle with the super high-tech sling setup from Bill. This is a very expensive sling setup. This is like Magpul, Haley strategic stuff. You can't get this anywhere else. I was super happy with. One of the big reasons is it's fully VSR 10 compatible. So we got it provided by Jag Precision, and I was like, Aaron, who is our tech manager, can you upgrade this? And he did a crazy amount of stuff of inner barrel, buckings, triggers, pistons, cylinders, and all this stuff. And oh my gosh, I cannot wait to show you guys the footage from this sniper rifle that we got. We did something we've never done before. Bob, you okay? You okay over there?
No, I'm. You shot me with it.
I shot Bob with the sniper rifle.
And I heard it over there. You're like, Bob, did I get you? I was like, go to hell, Dan. Go to hell.
Yeah, it was the first game we played together, and then the second game, Bob switched teams, and I said before the game, I was like, hunting for you, and it was
like 20 minutes in.
It was sheer luck. I saw the axe. That was the giveaway. I saw the axe sticking out of the second-story building, and I just got a couple, like a good angle, and I finally got to be where it needed to be. And
he got me in my left arm. I was like, oh, dang.
Yeah.
I was really hoping that wasn't you.
So hopefully, I believe I did get it on camera, but what I'm really stoked for is the first time ever we did a sniper camera. So we essentially hooked up a camera, a handy cam to the top of this scope. We kind of MacGyvered it, thanks to Frank. He helped us out with that. And then the camera had a very high zoom, so we actually had it zoomed in times 30. So a lot of the times when I shot somebody, it's going to be a very clean shot. So we're going to have a full YouTube video for you guys. But I was super happy with the rifle. It worked great, and I talked to some of the players that I was shooting at. They're like, I can't believe some of the shots that you hit me through. Like, there's this one guy hiding behind like this boiler room, like through multiple doors and windows, and I didn't hit him, but he remembers that just like, I was like, yep, I'm not popping my head out there again. So yeah, that was fun. But what were you using?
Actually, before we get into that, someone was actually asking what the name of the sniper rifle is and also how much it cost. I believe that goes for $130 on our website.
I believe so. It's the Echo sniper rifle, so it's a new one that they just came out with. Once again, fully upgradable, which is, I think, one of the greatest features. It does not come with this elongated rail. This is one of the Airsoft GI custom rails, but it was really nice because not only could I put the scope, most sniper rifles have, a rail segment like, from here to here, but I put the scope, and then you guys can see I put over here. Okay, that's the best angle. This is the Magpul RSA rail sling attachment point, so I had my sling from the front and back. And then this right here is just mount with the rail. So I had a camera facing backwards, I had the scope camera on top, and then I had a head camera. So I was actually rocking 3 cams. So yeah, hopefully that answers your question.
Yes. Shoot, what was I going to mention? So yeah, the event was a lot of fun out there. We actually had some Marines coming out there from Camp Pendleton, which is a long drive.
Yeah.
Disposable Heroes showed up, which was really awesome. Thank you guys for coming out. And we also had a couple folks from the Zombie Extravaganza, most notably Airsoft Vad, aka Vicious and Delicious. He showed up in his clown costume, which was awesome because there are a lot of folks that are like, "Oh, there's a clown! I'm going to shoot him." So that was really cool. He's always fun to play with. I had a couple melee duels, including a gentleman who had a foam katana, and definitely some soft spots there. But yeah, overall, like there were a lot of really fun memories. I mean, obviously, you shot me with the sniper rifle. That was really fun. We had a night game where there were a lot of crazy things that happened, and Daniel and I were working together during the night game, and we had some pretty good tactics. And well, what we were doing is essentially Daniel would be one building to the right or one building to the left, essentially most of the time one building to the right of us, and you would flash people with your spotlight or just kind of flash an area, and then me and whoever else was in that building would light them up so that they would expect to get fire from the right, but they're actually getting shot at from the left where they wouldn't expect it. We also had Echo and Tracer units on our guns, which was really awesome. Tracer units are always fun. I'm going to start using them a lot more often because of how much fun they are. I actually inside of a building because I saw a gentleman. I was entering a building and I was trying to clear it, and there was a fellow. Actually, I was outside the doorway, and I thought he was the enemy because I didn't see any tape or anything, and I just lit up the entire room with reckless abandon. And I was like, "Did I get you?" And he's like, "No, I don't know." I was like, "Yeah, I don't know either, but I'm on your team." I was like, "Oh, dang." But how cool does the room look? Because all these BBs scattered across that were glowing. I was like, "Oh, this is pretty awesome."
Nice.
Yeah, there were a lot of fun moments. There was that one kid who only came in, and he ended up winning that G4. He was super excited, and my favorite part of that kid's experience was he stayed for the night game, and apparently there were 2 kids or 2 adults that were low crawling up one of the avenues, trying to be really, really just quiet and sneaky, and I guess that kid was quieter and sneakier. He actually low crawled up to them and grabbed one of their barrels and was like, "Surrender." And that was awesome because we had some folks with thermal cameras out there that were taking that saw that go down, and well, it just looked legit. There were also some folks with night vision out there.
Yeah.
I personally almost pooped my pants because I was holding down one building and I was just moving from window to window, room to room, just kind of engaging targets. And I probably should have displaced another building, but on the 4th room I went into, I came out and I just saw like what looked like a red laser at head height, and I was just kind of taken aback, and then I heard someone go, "Surrender." I was like, "Oh, dude." I was like, "You wear nods?" He's like, "Yeah, I can see just about everything." And I put on my fist. I was like, "Can you see that?" And he pounded it, and I left. But I ended up telling you later on. I was like, "Hey, there's a guy with nods out there. It looks like this." And we ended up seeing him, and then he blasted him with a flashlight, and then all of us opened up. I was like, "Splinter Cell down."
Yeah, so, awesome. I want to answer a question really quick. Somebody was asking what a tracer unit is. I'll show you guys my gun, my other gun that I used for the night game in the last half of the game. A tracer unit, what that is essentially, is a barrel extension that you put on the end of your gun, and then you have to use tracer BBs. Now, tracer BBs are still high-quality polished BBs, and they glow in the dark. So what happens is when you fire a tracer BB, it travels through your barrel, and then when it hits the barrel extension, that specific tracer unit, there's a sensor on the inside that activates when it sees the BB, and it flashes it very quickly with an LED bright light and illuminates that tracer BB. So when you're shooting at night, it's literally a glow-in-the-dark BB exiting your barrel, which looks amazingly cool. So yeah, hopefully that answers your question. Yeah, the night game was a lot of fun. The tactics we play that we used were a lot of fun. I want to give a shout out to there's a younger player that I was rocking with for like 20-30 minutes, also named Daniel.
Night game?
Yeah, the night game.
Oh, yeah, that kid. That was awesome.
This younger player, he was a are, because we were doing those tactics. Like I would tell them, is like, okay, hey, let me stand back and light, the bad guys up, but you need to sneak up and be a little bit closer so they're shooting at me, not in front of you. And he was just on top of his game, and he actually got the night vision guy on his own. We breached the building,
Thank
and
you.
he checked his
Whoever that
corner
is.
like he was supposed to, and he got it. And so big shout out to you. Also Travis Parker, one of our
Yes.
friends up north, helping us out and having some awesome sniper rifles too. Just in case you guys are wondering, the gun, this VFC VR16, one of the smaller variants. And then what I did was definitely wanted a flashlight. So this is my personal Surefire light. Then I had the Manta rail cover and the pressure switch slot. So this made it really easy to utilize. Barrel extension, and then red dot on top. My favorite TUC. So this was actually had an M4 length barrel. So I had like mid range, which worked perfect for that field. Super happy with.
Guy Evans has a question about if you can use tracer units on gas guns, say in LM4. Generally, you can use tracer units on gas guns, specifically in LM4. It's kind of touch and go because on an LM4, at least for me, they recommend using .25 and .0 or KWA perfect BBs. If you don't use those, your gun does run the risk of jamming because those guns were designed specifically to work with those BBs. And obviously, tracer BBs, aren't those exact BBs. So you do run the risk of a jam or some other malfunction, but you can do it. I would definitely suggest you. I thought of using it on my Elite Force 1911 TAC, but I already had attached my AK. I didn't feel like unattaching it and putting it on the Elite Force 1911, but it would work. So yes, it will, but with that asterisk about the LM4.
So, and then I believe the gun you were using, Bob, you want to get into that a little bit?
I actually brought the wrong gun back here. I think it's still in the car. So, but I was using an E&L AK. Those are great guns. They're actually they're manufactured. They're probably one of the most realistic AKs on the market that does not have blowback. It's got a very realistic weight and feel. And what's great about it is that it was so sturdily built, very close to or very similar to a real AK. Is that like I would bump into buildings or my gun would like hit the ground because my sling was a little low, and I wouldn't even have to worry about it. I'd check it later. I'd be like, yep, okay, fine. Right as rain. So it worked really well. Now it was a little bit heavier than my old Tokimuri AK because the Tokimuri one's made out of plastic, but the E&L AK is realistic weight, so it was heavier than I expected. It was the realistic weight, and it performed amazingly. So I highly suggest the E&L AKs. They're sturdy as you can make them, and they're very, very playable. Yeah, I mean, there's a wide variety of E&L AKs we have on our website from Jag Precision. So yeah, I highly suggest those guns.
Yeah, they just don't feel like airsoft guns. They just feel so solid. It's crazy.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. I mean, you could literally carry someone on it. You could, I don't know, you could just do a lot of things. But you could use it as a tool. I mean, it's pretty amazing. So,
I want to answer a question somebody has at the Cal event. There are actually a couple cool events going on this weekend. I'll get into really quick. Saturday, there's actually going to be a Slades game in Warped Opt out in Castaic. So I believe the tickets for that is still open. And then there's going to be some special prizes if you're a female player. So if you guys want to check that on Saturday. And then on Sunday, there's going to be a DAS event at the Tac City down in Fullerton by the airport. And that's pretty much a tactical shooting competition. Instead of actually playing against other players, you're playing against the clock. And so it's team-based, so it's supposed to be like 4 guys breaching a room, and then you have targets, not human targets, but you have to hit these targets in a certain amount of time. Otherwise, you get deducted points, or one of your teammates, or because they got shot or something like that. Very competitive and very, very tactical. So I was watching some videos on it, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So those are events that we might try to get out to the DAS event, but we should have raffle prizes that we're sponsoring those events too. So should be good. So there's actually a lot of cool airsoft stuff going on this weekend if you're here in SoCal.
Yeah, dynamic action sports, right?
Yes, I believe so.
Those are great. I mean, it's very different than what you normally expect out of airsoft because usually playing against other players, and this time you're playing against the clock. But I got to tell you, it actually gets when you realize you're trying to go as fast as possible yet still being accurate and having a fire on target, effective fire on target. It gets your blood pumping so much that, I mean, last time I did something similar, my hand was shaking because I was so nervous about losing. So it's really cool. You should definitely, and you can make it. Let's see. Someone asked about what brand AK I was using, and once again, it's the E&L AK, or it's E&L is the manufacturer of it. You can find it on our website, just E&L, no spaces, and yeah, they have a variety of AKs we carry.
Someone was asking if there's going to be a store in Indiana anytime soon. Unfortunately, we don't have any plans to go to Indiana at this moment, but we have had a lot of progress on our Texas store, which should be opening up before the end of this year. That is once again going to be in the Dallas-Fort Worth area in Texas. So we're really excited for that. I should be hopefully down there, or we'll probably be down there either end of this year or some next year. We're going to be doing a grand opening and stuff like that, so some of those details are soon going to be coming. But if you guys are in the Texas area, yeah, that's going to be super awesome. Can't wait for that.
Really quickly, Jack Rooks. Bob, is a G&G Combat Machine CMX M6 good? Yes, I used to take it out to Tax City, and that is a really fun gun. I highly suggest it. Joe Willis, where did Bob get his vest, and what brand is it? Well, I got it actually here at Airsoft GI. This is called a Spectre Modular Plate Carrier. It's really great. It's super solid. I love it. And it's also got a lifetime warranty, which helps in my case.
That's a lot of caps.
That is a lot of caps.
I hate to admit it, but it got my attention.
It did. What are the best goggles fog-wise? This is from Sean Phillips. I would highly suggest, personally, any goggles you get it with a thermal lens. You know, you can also get goggles that have, you know, a goggle fan, and that does work, but it does make, you know, it does have some small amount of sound. But I honestly have been using thermal goggles for years, and I have had very little, if zero, problems with them. I even used a A.A.R that has a thermal lens during the night game at Fort Ord, and zero fogging. And what a thermal lens means, for those of you who don't know, is essentially a lens with two panes. There's a little bit of air fogging, and you can tell a thermal lens from, you can basically see a black border around it, and that's the inner lens stuck to the inside. So the Annex MI7s have them, the A.A.R have them. Just look for that black border, and that'll tell you it's a thermal lens.
So we do got some cool new products for you guys that actually some, like, we're literally walking down the hall as we were about to jump into the live show. So the first one, I don't have a whole lot of information, ETA, or pricing on this yet, but this is going to be new A&K MG42. This obviously, you know, the gun is partly.
It does come with the stock.
It does come with the stock and everything else, but this is actually a new model, so I didn't want to scratch it up or anything like that. But it actually does come with a functioning bipod, with a drum mag. Don't quote me on the wood stock. I gotta double check that, but I believe it is.
#1.
Yeah, but
this thing lightweight,
right?
Yeah,
I was pretty surprised
awesome.
at that. And I got a couple other things.
This is cool. I wish there were more World War II games around the U.S. I know they're much more prevalent in the U.K., but I would love to get a good M1 Garand or a Thompson and just go against a German machine gun squad toting this. This would be awesome. Or squad using this.
All right, I'll trade you, Bob, really quick. Okay, so the other thing I wanted to show you guys that is actually pretty cool. This is going to be a new series of M4s from Echo One called the Genesis series. So Genesis, this is designed for beginners and newer players. So what's really interesting about these M4s, and there's going to be a full line of M4s. So this is a CQB length. It's going to be like a carbon length and like M16 and so on and so on. Number one, they're very affordable. So I've seen a lot of questions. Great gun for beginners. My price range is like 100, 150 or so. Potentially these guys could be a really good choice because not only are they affordable, but these are going to be really, really well-built internal guns. That these guns are 130, but they're LiPo ready out of the box. Now that's really great because there's a lot of other guns around that price range, but not all of them are going to be 11.1 LiPo ready. Also, the flash hider that they have designed here are designed to work with the, I believe it's the Surefire can replicas, where you can have, you know, a couple different accessories with them, carrying handle that you can take on and off. But internally, these gearboxes are really, really solid. Considering the price range and what it's coming in at. So these are going to be nice for those newer players that, hey, I'm getting into airsoft for the first time. You know, what's the highest quality gun I can get for $100, $150? This is Echo One's answer to that, and could be a really good answer that I'm pretty stoked to see come in the future. So cool stuff for that.
Some folks were asking about a store in New York. Southern Connecticut Airsoft says they're opening a store in New York soon. It's on their website under Find a Store. Now, I don't believe we have a store in New York opening up anytime soon.
Not immediately. that we may possibly work on. We are trying to get out, if you guys have been following us this year at all, we're trying to spread the joy and fun of Airsoft as much as possible. And what we mean by that is not just stores and getting products out to you guys, but we're talking about game events and then retail locations closer to you guys. So, we built the GI Tactical store in Chesterfield, Virginia, and then we have our great store here in Walnut, California. If you guys are here in SoCal, we're building another store Texas, so that way the airsoft community and you fans, we know what it's like that you want to get into airsoft and you want to check out these guns, and the only thing you have is online. We're trying to get as close as we can to you guys and to the other communities out there, be in every state immediately, but we're trying to get out there for you guys so you guys can see the stuff in person, test fire in our range, which is completely free, before you guys make the decision to buy, so that way when you get into airsoft or you buy your next new gun or your tac gear, you have the best informed decision from our highly trained and highly knowledgeable staff, and you see what it's like, just because we're players too, we know what that's like.
Yep.
And then on top of that, we're throwing an insane amount of events. Bob, I don't know how many events we threw this year. It was insane.
Oh geez, like 7 or 8. Yeah, it was a lot. We threw like 7 or 8, and then we went to like 4 or 5, actually 6 different events across the country. So we hit at least, well, it was actually more than an event a month. Especially the past few months, we've gone up to like 2 events a month. It's been pretty tough on us.
And this is for my entire life, and it's been a lot of fun. And Bob, I'm gonna throw you right in the spotlight. A lot of people, a lot of you guys may or may not know, Bob does a lot of work on, behind the camera, but he is a huge asset, with the marketing department. If you guys have gone to any of the games this year, Bob's Rebel Training Camp, Operation Wreck, the Fort Ord Firefight, the Zombie game, Bob is the official Airsoft GI event coordinator. He actually writes the events. He coordinates the events. He's on the phone constantly with game organizers. So just so you guys know, I'm shouting you out there that Bob's done an insane amount of work for you guys this year, and that's because we're all dedicated to make sure you guys have a good time and have fun out there. So just so you guys know, Bob isn't just the pretty face on camera, but he does a lot of stuff behind the camera. So okay.
And honestly, like it makes me like very happy when folks really like our events, or there's a big turnout. It makes me feel like it's been a success, and I really want the players to have a lot of fun, and especially in our zombie game where we have like people with guns, and those people without guns are charging at them en masse. Like that makes me feel really good when like people have like, not only do they feel they want to go kill them, but they have an incentive to go take out these survivors. So that was really fun, as well as the Fort Ord Firefight and all the other games we've done this year.
I'm so mad and sad that I could not go to the zombie game.
I'm embarrassed for you.
I am very embarrassed.
Yeah, no, that was once in a lifetime. But we'll hopefully have more of those in our lifetime. So hopefully next year or sometime sooner.
There are more coming up.
Yes,
yes.
Quite.
And a lot of zombies to be killed.
Quite.
But we are coming up to the last 15 minutes, so I know you guys have a lot of shout-outs and questions, so we're going to try to refresh this page. Let me see.
Wait. I got 2 questions. Really quick, from Dr. Airsoft, or PPSH will be good for Airsoft. Yes, Peppershaws are great guns. Do you remember that Marine from Camp Pendleton with a really weird shirt?
Vaguely. I do remember seeing a PPSH, and it might have been the same gentleman.
Okay. Yeah. PPSHs, or Peppershaws, as they're sometimes referred to, are a Russian submachine gun from World War II. Very effective, and also the Airsoft version is really awesome. Comes with a drum mag, and generally they do come with a battery and charger. So right out of the box, you got a fully functional and competitive gun, and it's really awesome. I highly suggest them. So I absolutely it'll be good for Airsoft. Bob, what do you recommend, an EOTech or Aimpoint? I think we should both answer this. I would recommend an Aimpoint. I like using red dots in particular. EOTech looks cooler, but I don't want to ruin like a multi-$100 holographic sight in Airsoft. I definitely think the EOTechs look cooler, but I find the Aimpoints or the Micro T1 red dots more functional.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think it also depends on the type of gun. Like my Crytek LMG, when I was first trying to deck it out, I put my Aimpoint replica on it, and I was like, Bob, what do you think? And Bob was just like, oh, peace bomb.
Yeah.
So obviously the EOTech look better on that. So it depends on the gun that you're going for, and also if functionality is your main priority, or if you just want it to look cool. Which is, let's be honest, we're all just trying to look cool in Airsoft.
That is half the battle in Airsoft.
But overall, I think I would probably go with Aimpoint. This is a T1 replica that I have here. Let's see. Okay, somebody's saying, can I upload? The Dark Fox is asking if I can upload the footage that I got of the 9 kill streak at SC. The first time I used the Crytek LMG at SC Village, and I got a 9 kill streak. Also, thanks to a younger player who decided to go up in the middle of the field on top of this cliff where all the bad guys were with his magazine and was like, bang, 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 bang. And, you know, obviously he got shot. He got one guy out and got him to surrender. But that was a distraction, so I was able to sneak up and shoot 9 guys. I will be working on trying to get that footage up for you guys. We actually have some, hopefully, some big plans for the future in terms of our YouTube channel and our video department. So hopefully we can get some really cool stuff out to you guys in the next few months and in the coming year as well too. So yes, we have that footage. It's still there. Hopefully we can try to get it soon because I had a gun cam and a head cam, and we got all the shots really clean as day. So yeah.
Really quick, Colin C. Music. Daniel, explains me why there are no Georgia and Airsoft GI events. I'm going to steal this question from Daniel because I'm actually more set up to answer this. We would like to do more events in Georgia. In fact, we were planning on doing one earlier in the year. Our schedules got the best of us and we had to postpone it. We also have done events in Georgia and specifically the Atlanta area in the past. So hopefully we're looking forward to doing an event out there and working with some very prominent local players that are on the interwebs. I'm not going to name names, but they are awesome players out in the Georgia or / Atlanta, Georgia area.
I'm going to take a question from Nate Cook. What's the best holster for a 1911? And I didn't see the rest of the question because the comment went up. I'm a huge 1911 fan. I'm a huge fan of the Serpa series, Blackhawk Serpas 1911s. So that's what I'd personally recommend. Get a belt holster, a molly holster, a leg rig, right-handed, left-handed, and for me it's just the quickest, easiest draw, super natural, and then also clicking it in, and yes, you literally click it into the holster, which is super solid. Is very easy to reholster too, so I like that.
PD Boat, he's asked a couple times, best platform for field. Now I want to preface this with that there's no best platform, it's what you would prefer mostly. I mean, we have all of our different opinions on what we would do. Personally, I would probably want to take an LM4 or some sort of like M16, kitted out, you know, with a Miracle Barrel or any other internal upgrades to get the maximum range. Or if I really wanted to go extra far, we've actually got, I don't know if it's back here, that DMR we built
I think
for
it's
Irene.
over behind the camera, unfortunately.
We got a Polar Star DMR we set up. I think it cost around like $2,000. Yeah. We set up with an Orga barrel. We were using, I think, .4s or .43s.
I think they're, yeah, one or the other.
And we were getting some out of that. Josh was shooting, I mean, well, I can't really explain in exact.
Can we say light years? Like that's an accurate estimation.
Ludicrous speed.
Ludicrous speed.
Ludicrous speed. Yeah. He was basically outranging anyone else we saw in the field. I was relegated to basically calling out targets for him because he could reach stuff at such stupid ranges. So, you know, that would be great for extra range. For me, I would like to play a rifleman, so I'd probably take out, you know, an M16 with a solid barrel and internal set, or my LM4, which has ridiculous range as well. What about you, Daniel?
Like just M4 series because I'm super inconsistent and I always change my mind of what I want my guns to be. So with M4s, you have the most options to modify long barrel, short barrel, different rail system, different stocks and stuff like that. Like this M4, let me scoot over there a little bit. And then this was just a flash hider, so it's designed to be super CQB. I wanted it to have a little bit more range and accuracy for the four-door Firefight, but I didn't want to be super crazy long, so that's why I threw on this barrel extension. And actually, you guys can see I actually put a Miracle Barrel in there. It with a little O-ring in between, so as much range and accuracy as I could for still M4 length gun. So you can't always do this with other platforms, so I go with an M4.
Now I've got a really serious question here that I've actually answered before. Bob and Daniel, would you rather fight a horse-sized duck or 20 duck-sized horses?
20 duck-sized horses.
I was going to say the same thing.
Yeah, just because like one huge one is kind of terrifying. I mean, if there's 20 of them, I mean, they're going to swarm me, but I feel like I can whittle down their numbers.
And the thing is, people don't know this, but on the inside, Bill, there's some very sharp edges. I wouldn't necessarily call them teeth, but you get your finger or any other body part stuck in there, it's going to get cut up real good. So seeing a duck-sized horse, I don't think so. Yeah.
I want to see if we can do some shout-outs. I saw some shout-outs for some military. They jump by really fast, so I do apologize. Once again, big shout-out to anybody in the military or U.S. Armed Forces, current or retired. Thank you guys so much. You guys are amazing.
Absolutely.
If I see any more of those shout-outs, we'll try to get back to it. Here's a question I saw a couple times. Oh, it disappeared.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
It was a question of like the Amoeba versus the PDR versus, I think it was the CZ. Oh, there it is. Ares Amoeba versus the CZ Scorpion or the PDR-C. That's a hard one because not only are all those guns awesome, but they're all very unique in their own way. I'd probably go with the Amoeba just because talking about the M4 platforms, you can modify that as an M4 platform. The PDR is really cool because it's super evil. That thing shoots so dang far for this being a small gun. I'd probably go with the Honey Badger. That was a hard choice. Don't do that to me again. That was mean.
Yeah, I'd definitely go with the Scorpion Evo 4 because of all the different features and the amount of range you get out of a much smaller gun than you'd expect.
Yeah.
Someone's asking for more gameplay in Bob's Rebel Training Camp. We are definitely going to have more gameplay coming up, hopefully by the end of this next week, if not the week after that. But yeah, we definitely have a fair amount of gameplay. Some really awesome shots.
Shout out for Detachment 336.
Shout out for Chris Follen. Forgive me if I said that incorrectly. And Heath Phillips, your shout out is approved. Alrighty. Semper S. Coast Guard. Well played, Greg Jones. Well played. All right. This is a good question. We'll grant $220 budget. What should I get?
For that price range, you can actually get one of our custom G4 lines. I believe the
FMG4.
Well, I don't know about the FMG4 because that's like at the 250 point, but our normal G4 line starts at 210, I believe, such as the G4A3, which is actually going to come with a free float rail system, M4 length barrel, and yeah, I think that's going to be a choice. So I would say for that price range, go with the G4 line. If you wanted a little bit extra budget, extra budget to work with a battery and charger and stuff like that, maybe a KWA CQR, which starts at like 190. You got a little wiggle room for extra accessories. Say.
I also got, not really a question, more of a statement. Kainoa Perez, I hope I said your name correctly. I apologize if I didn't. He's suggesting we throw an all-melee event. That will be very fun. Although I can see that going bad or just turning into huge, just like crazy, stupid, like pile of a melee. But hopefully we can do. We actually do duels at just about most of our events anytime they happen. So look forward to those.
There was a question I wanted to answer. It's kind of bittersweet. The question was, are we going to have any stores in the UK or events? At this time, we don't have any plans for stores or events internationally, but I do have some great news for you guys that may be up at 3 o'clock in the morning to watch this show. You guys are amazing, because that's a lot of dedication. We will be doing international very soon, and I'm talking like in the next few weeks or so. Something we've been working on all year long. We hear it on a daily basis that, hey, can you guys ship to the UK? Can you guys ship, to anywhere? And we've been working very hard on it, and we finally. We will soon be shipping international orders to as many locations as we can. So be aware of that. And I'm very excited because I know a lot of you guys have been asking for it for a long time. So yes, I'm happy that we're getting there.
Jack Rooks, your shout out is approved. Shout out to the QBY Spartans. Your shout out is approved.
Maverick has been asking this a few times. Do you recommend the Lancer Tactical 4906? Yeah, definitely. It's a very affordable plate carrier, and it's going to have more Molly real estate to carry what you need, and it looks very modern and tactical too. A lot of different colors available, so yeah, I would highly recommend that. That's definitely a good choice.
Riley Nicolella, please forgive me again if I got your name wrong, says, my cousin was a Blackhawk crash about a year ago. Our thoughts and prayers go, he's doing all right, and yeah, I really hope you and your family are doing okay. Let's see, Scorpion Evo. Bob, is there any news about a store in Miami? There is no news about a store in Miami. We're getting our Texas store coming out, and then we're going to focus on new stores after that gets up and running.
I believe it was Connor. It disappeared, so I apologize. Oh, there it is. It was Connor, and it's gone again. What should I upgrade if it disappeared again? Dang it, comments. The question was from Connor asking if I get a Crytek, what upgrade. The Crytek is super solid out of the box. So number one, there's not a whole lot you can upgrade, or no, it's not that they can, that you would want to upgrade. Now the nice thing that what Crytek, what the guys over there did is they designed it so that it can be upgraded if you really wanted to push the limit. It already shoots like 22, 23 BBs a second, if not faster. It can already handle like a 130, 140 spring and stuff like that. So internally, like the gearbox is so strong, there's a lot you may not even want to touch. The only thing you might want to play around with to maximize range and accuracy is your hop up, your bucking, and the barrel itself too. So those are easier upgrades. So if you wanted to try to maximize your range and accuracy, I would say those are things you might want to tweak with. But out of the box, those things are so solid, and that's the way they're built. You're just good to go. So if you get one, I would recommend play with it at least 2-3 times and see if you like it. If you're happy with it, don't touch it. It's great the way it is. But if you want to maximize performance, then start playing around with some of those parts.
Someone had a really interesting question. What do you guys think of Western Milsim revolving? I want to hear your thoughts on this. First of all, I would probably call it Western Sim, because if it was Western Milsim, I mean, most of the military units in the West were like operating really far apart and not a lot of battles. Anyway, that said, it would be very fun. The only issue is that the lever actions aren't as prevalent, and even less prevalent are the revolvers for airsoft. I mean, you can use, they have modern day revolvers, but most of the Western style revolvers are very hard to come by, are very expensive, and also very finicky. So it would be awesome, and I would totally be down. I just would want some more lever actions, and yeah, it'd be nice to have a Colt Peacemaker.
That sounds like a lot of fun. Like, I want a cowboy hat and like a big trench coat, and I just want one of those lever actions. Like, that would be dope.
We'd actually do for that a long time ago when we had a bunch of those lever actions, because I have access. I have some acquaintances that have 40 different stagecoaches, including an old Western Union like stagecoach safe, and that'd be really fun to like raid one of those.
Rob the stagecoach. Of course,
that'd be awesome.
That'd be great.
That would be.
Or train. We hate trains. Let's go rob a train.
Yeah, we hate trains. Defender Goldman, your shout out is approved. All right, Lynn O'Brien, your shout out is approved, and you are 11, like you said in your comment.
Here's a question from Daniel. He's asking, Bob and Daniel, how can I play Milsim when I'm only 14? Well, unfortunately, a lot of Milsim events you are required to be 18 years old. Some of them do have exceptions, and some of them, like Lion Claws, they do have another series that are Milsim intro events for younger players. So number one, you want to do research on which Milsim organization you want to work with, whether it's going to be Milsim West, Black Sheep, American Milsim, Lion Claws. Those are all great organizations. See what their rules and regulations are. Milsim events and organizations know and understand that there is a much younger player base that wants to play and get into the Milsim events too. So the reason why a lot of the Milsim events are over 18 is because they want to make sure that it's as realistic as possible. And then people abide by the rules that they have set forth. So do a little research and look into it. There are events that are specifically Milsim intro events for younger players like Lion Claws. It'd probably be the first place I'd look into and check out when and where those events are at.
Please, you don't get to everyone's shout out. The comments are going by like crazy. It's hard to keep up with them.
There's one from Jason89 if you want to hit that one.
Jason A99, please shout out to the 38th Rescue Squadron from Moody Air Force Base in Georgia. Saved over 1,000 lives. That disappears. Saved over 1,000 lives last deployment. Go PJs. That is stunning.
Yeah.
Very well played, 38th Rescue Squadron. Your shout out is most certainly approved, and thank you.
Thank you so much for your service.
That is stunning, actually.
Heroes.
Job well done.
Oh, so scroll up. I think I saw the question was, it's going too fast. It was Crytek CRB or the LMG. I think that was the question.
You're very well placed to answer that.
I personally bought the Crytek LMG simply because I have enough like carbine length guns right now.
Yes,
so
you do.
I didn't want another carbine length. I had no need for it, but I don't have like a heavy support weapon. So I went with the LMG. The LMGs are limited edition, look super badass, and then I got like a 9 kill streak, which was so cool. So I personally like the LMG, but it's really going to be on what play style you want to do and what role you're going to play. If you're aggressive, very quick and mobile, get the CRB. If you like sitting back and just want to hose some BBs from a distance, get the LMG.
This is actually a really good question for the last question on our show today. Bob and Daniel, what is your favorite all-time airsoft gun?
Oh,
I know.
I told you guys not to do this to me again.
I have an answer, but you go ahead.
Can I have a minute?
Nope. I'll go. My favorite all-time airsoft gun right now is the KWA LM4. It's awesome, and I love the hell out of it.
My favorite airsoft gun. See, the thing is, I cycle through so many airsoft guns. There hasn't been a lot that I've stick. Okay, there's one gun that I bought 3 times because I loved it so much. So I don't know if I can say this is my favorite, but this is definitely a special note. The UTG M324 bolt-action sniper rifle. It's a pretty basic sniper rifle, but I love that thing so dang much that I would just use it for a year or two, like really hard, and eventually, some parts would wear down and stuff like that, so I'd replace parts, or I'd just buy a new one because it's very affordable, around like $100, $120. So I've actually bought 3 of them, and I have like 9, 10 magazines. I used to play with that gun a lot at Fort Ord, and so when I actually went to Fort Ord this last weekend with the Echo 1 PSR, my playstyle was exactly the same because it was bolt action and I had to maneuver and like pie the corners and stuff like that. So that was definitely a special note. I really Magpul PTS Masada. I obsessed over that thing for an entire year.
I said one gun.
I'm sorry, I'm cheating. I obsessed over that gun for an entire year, and then I got it, and I absolutely love it. It's sitting in the back right now. I haven't shown it some love recently, but that's also another one favorite. Okay, I'm done.
Okay, so if you say third gun, I'm just gonna like shove you off camera.
Joel was kind of cool too.
Just stop it. Joel Willis was asking, where can I get your shirts? I'm not sure if you mean these polos or if you meant the Nerf Kill shirts. Nerf Kill shirts are sold out online. Hopefully, we'll get some in soon. I'll be carrying around some in my car. And then someone, oh darn, the other question was really good.
Shout out for Navy Corpsman.
Navy Corpsman. Oh, yes. Multi-X Reaper was asking zombie extravaganza footage. That should be nice. We just want to get a teaser out to you guys. We do have a teaser online if you haven't seen it, but you do have to watch it on your computer. It's not available on mobile phones because we use the best song we can find, and that's what happened with that. That is going to be the end of our live show today on Veterans Day, November 11th. Once again, thank you to all veterans who served in the United States Armed Forces. You are the best part of America. God bless America. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Once again, I'm Bob the Axeman Hildebrand, and this is
Daniel.
And this has been the GITV Live Show on November 11th, 2014.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.